Welcome back. Buying a certified pre-owned vehicle can take some of the risk out of purchasing a used car, but there are pros and cons. Mary Butler is managing editor at Cars.com. She joins us now to explain. Welcome.
Hi, Elaine.
Now, we're talking about these certified programs that they put forward now, and there's a lot of advertising for them because there's so many off-lease cars that these manufacturers want to sell. Is it really a better option when buying a used car?
If you want to have the protection of a new car or new car-like warranty, it's definitely, you're going to be protected. You could be protected with the GM program from 3 months up to 3 years and beyond, depending on the manufacturer program.
And each one of these is so different. Some have, a 15-point inspection. Some have 500-point inspection. They're all different, and there's really no regulation as to what necessarily is a certified pre-owned as opposed to a regular used car.
Right. Right now, what is certified is what the manufacturer defines as certified. There is no national standard for what a certified vehicle is. The thing that consumers need to look for is to make sure that it's a manufacturer certified program.
Mm-hmm. And as opposed to, say, a dealer certified program?
Right, or just any, because sometimes when something becomes popular, that it may become a term that may be misused, or people may not understand that, certified under what conditions. So you have to look for the manufacturer certification. You will actually have paperwork to that extent. If you're buying it from a dealer that's affiliated with the manufacturer, you will have access to the checklist. You should see that everything that was on the checklist was checked off, and that you should have some, certification and backup from the manufacturer.
Because with cars lasting much longer than they have in the past, the manufacturers are willing to go the extra mile and offer you a continuation of that warranty, and in some cases, an extended warranty that goes beyond what they would have offered on a new car. I know Mercedes is like that with the Star Mark. You get an extended warranty much longer than you could on a new car.
Definitely, and there's also the nice benefits, getting 24-hour roadside assistance, trip planning, trip interruption benefits. It sometimes removes some of the other things. So you might pay a little bit more for certification, but then you might not need to have other memberships or individual, warranties from a third-party manufacturer. So you still.
But that's the question too. There's cost involved in this.
Yes.
You may find it's getting more difficult, I would imagine, to really to peg how much you should be paying for this used car, since it has all this piled onto it. And you may find a used car is significantly cheaper, a similar car at a different type of lot, because it's not certified.
Right, and definitely consumers can cross-shop that, because that's something that we've even done, like on the inventory on our site, where we have looked at. One of the samples I recently looked at was a Mercedes-Benz. There were 2 vehicles, one certified, one non-certified. In this particular instance, I didn't see the vehicles, just the listing. The certified vehicle was actually less expensive. However, for the most part, it depends on market conditions and the vehicle you're looking for and how much demand there is for it. But usually there is a premium for certification, sometimes up to $3,000. But remember, it's a vehicle purchase. It's negotiable. You should shop around.
Any other potential drawbacks besides the additional cost?
The only thing is that all certification programs, as we mentioned, are not the same, so that's one thing. 2, try to understand what is covered. Make sure that you know that if it is a warranty, is it a full warranty, limited warranty?
Get it in writing, too.
Definitely.
Because what the salesman may be telling you may be different from what's actually in the plan. If there are many plans they're dealing with, if they're dealing with several manufacturers, it's easy to mix up the different certifications on one lot.
Well, the good thing for consumers is that because it's offered at the manufacturer level, these things are pretty, they're standardized. So you should be able to go from dealer to dealer, and you're going to get the same thing because the manufacturer is backing it, even though the dealer is actually doing the inspection and replacing any needed parts before the certification process is complete.
And the reason these are all out there now, is it because of the popularity of leases, and the people are only taking on these cars for 2-3 years?
That was the original impetus. It was started in the late 80s, early 90s with Lexus and Mercedes-Benz. They had all these low mileage vehicles that were gently treated because people knew they were going to pay a fee if they abused these cars. So how can they market them? They wanted to treat them a little bit differently than a used vehicle, so they have certification programs. Now it's reversed, where manufacturers want to have a steady supply of low mileage vehicles.
Because they could even make more money on the cars themselves, and they're making the profit a second time on them. It's very interesting. Mary Butler, thank you very much. Managing editor at Cars.com. Lots to think about if you're looking for a vehicle. Plenty still ahead on Bloomberg Personal Finance. Stay with us. Back after this.